People are going and trying new cocktails. And one of the best ways that I personally think is to make cocktails is gin because of its refreshing flavor notes, because of its flavor characteristics. It goes really well with any sort of cocktails. So I'll go for this first. Cheers to our third drink.
We have with us Jeet Rana, who's the brand ambassador for Stranger and Sons. And Jeet, thank you so much for joining us today.
Most
Now,
welcome.
we'll start off with, a general question about, clear spirits. They've been doing really well in India. Traditionally, even now, we are a hugely whiskey drinking country. Dark spirits has been very popular. Clear spirits, however, recently have become very big. So, can you give me your take on this? Like, why do you think this has happened, or how is this happening? Why have clear spirits suddenly surged so much?
So, number one reason that I will say is a global trend. Let's say gin is reviving, okay, and then rum is there, and tequila and agave spirit is there. But let's talk about gin at the moment, okay. I think gin was trending spirit in last 5 years and globally, and now in India as well. And one of the biggest reason is the cocktail trend, right? People are going and trying new cocktails, and one of the best ways that I personally think is to make cocktails is gin because of its refreshing flavor notes, because of its flavor characteristics. It goes really well with any sort of cocktails. Then I think one of the main reasons for gin to revive is just because there are a lot of new gin that's coming in India. Back then, 2018, when we started, there were hardly any craft gin in India. And now, if you see, there are more than around 15 or 16 gin, if I'm not wrong. And the main reason is we have a great varieties of botanicals and spices that we produce in India, right? And
Yeah.
if not in India, then where? So I think this is the perfect reason and right reason that gin is blooming in the country.
How have Indians started taking to cocktails? Tell me a little bit about that cocktail culture.
Right. So good part is there are a lot of people who've been traveling across the world, exploring new bars, trying new cocktails, and that actually open up the platform or the palette to try new cocktails in India as well, right? For example, major cities like Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, or a few other cities, people are just want to try new cocktails, and now bartenders in India, as a community or industry, is growing. Okay, and these bartenders are getting educated. They're doing experimental with lots of local fruits, local ingredients that is locally available, and I think that is one of the main reasons that cocktail is really booming in the country. In India, the good part of India is its agriculture forward, right? You grow so many different varieties of citruses, of flavors, such as curry leaf, right? One of the flavor in South. If you can make cordial out of curry leaf, it's really delicious. And as a garnishing, you just burn that curry leaf, and it has oil. Okay, when you burn it, it releases that oil, and it's so aromatic just because of that. So you can make curry leaf, you can use black cardamom and vanilla, or so many other combinations that is possibly available at your house, like simple things.
Interesting thing you mentioned about local ingredients. Now, of course, like you mentioned, lockdown has happened. Everyone is frustrated. We are all locked down at home. Local ingredients is one of the few things we can actually get our hands on. So, tell me,
Absolutely.
how does if give me a few examples of some cocktails which can be made, like say an amateur can make just sitting at home with the ingredients available at hand.
Okay, perfect. So I'll make a cocktail and then show you how easy it is to make one of the most selling cocktail in the world. Okay, which is
Okay.
gin and tonic. But we will make it a little strange way. Okay, so gin and tonic, for the audience to understand, gin and tonic is basically made in India during British colonization with gin and tonic water. And tonic water back then was to cure malaria. It was part of the daily ration. And
Hmm.
tonic water was not that refined version as we find right now. Okay, Swaps or any other good tonic water that is available in the market. So what they did is they add their favorite spirit into that tonic water, which was of course gin, right?
Hmm.
And has gin and tonic started there, and now we what do you call it? Making we are very proud, and it's pleasure for us to make this cocktail, which is made in India with an Indian spirited gin, Indian tonic water, and a slice of ginger. Okay, now I'm going to tell you how do we make it. As Stranger and Sons is really bold in terms of flavor characteristics, we adding 45 ml of Stranger and Sons, Okay,
Right.
there's hardly three ingredients for it. Now what I'll do is I'll add a ice cube. Well, you can add lots of ice. Well, I'm just using a big block and chunks of ice in it and stir a little bit so that I don't suggest to put soda or tonic water first and then stir it because then the effervescence will fly. All right. So you just need to stir it a little bit with ice, the gin, okay, so that it can get diluted. And now the second part, second ingredient of the cocktail is tonic water. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, it's about 120 ml. Just fill it up. And why we call it strange GNT, it is because of the garnishing.
Right.
We garnish it with ginger slice, all right? Why ginger slice? There are three reasons. Number one, ginger as a flavor or spice is available at any single household, right? One of the
Hmm.
most common spice that is available in everyone's house. Second thing, when you add a slice of ginger to any cocktail or any liquid, it's open up another layer of complexity and freshness. And the good part about this drink is Stranger and Sons is bold with lots of spices and botanicals. And when you add ginger, it just open up that flavor, and it
Right.
become really really refreshing and easy making cocktail. Right, anyone can make it at home. So
Yeah.
first drink, cheers. I wish we
Cheers.
are meeting soon and sharing some drinks. Okay,
Definitely.
absolutely. So I'll talk about what are the trends there right now, and you
Yeah.
can kind of what do you call it? Use them and use these local flavors and create some really great, exceptionally well cocktails.
Hmm.
Now, one of the most common what do you call trend in the world right now is a social consciousness. Now, what does that mean? Is you trying to put as less carbon footprint as possible and trying to kind of what do you call it? Be and care about your impact on the society, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Whereas I am from Uttarakhand and I'm in Uttarakhand, if you can see the beautiful
Yeah.
view right now.
Yes.
So we grow this really big lime, okay, which we call Janmara, okay. Now this
Okay.
Janmara has lots of oil on its peel. And when you cut
Right.
it, the juice is very acidic, number one, and it's a little bit of bitterness as well, okay. So
Right.
what I use is I made a cordial out of it, okay. I peel or grate this peel, okay. The oil, I boil it with water and then
Hmm.
add sugar in it. All right. Whatever the leftover, that citrus juice, I squeeze it and made juice. Okay. And the leftover, I made a vermicompost and I have a big garden here and I use it. Now, one
Wow.
fruit I use in three different variation and use 100% of it. And if we all can use something similarly, we will be very, what do you call it, very much caring about our society and think
Yeah.
about our impact in the society, right? So social consciousness is one of them. Now I'll make this cocktail that I made
Hmm.
uh, with it. So first thing is the lime juice that I squeeze with it. Janmara, we call it. We're gonna use 22.5 ml. It'll be a little citric, sweet and sour forward. And then this is the cordial that we made out of it.
Right.
Uh, 20 ml. We don't want it to be sweet. And then about 60 ml of Stranger and Sons. Stranger and Sons also go for a lot of cordials and gimlet kind of cocktails. Reason behind in India, we love sweet and sour flavor, right?
Yeah.
We just love. If you see, gimlet as a cocktail was introduced by Admiral Gimlet just to prevent this disease called scurvy, which is happening lack of vitamin C. So they
Hmm.
produce lime cordial because it's sustained for a longer time.
Hmm.
And when they came to India, we just observe that flavor, right? We just kind of capture that. And now it's part of our daily life. We just love it. Let's say our Nimbu Pani, as a very simple example,
Yeah.
Am Panna, Jaljeera, everything is sweet and sour, right? We
Yeah.
love that flavor. And hence I'm creating this with the same kind of objective. I'll add some ice and shake well. Well, if you don't have a proper shaker, you can just use a jar, like a proper jar which doesn't, what do you call, leak. Okay. And then you can shake it really, really well. Okay. Another beauty about gimlets, okay? Gimlet is really, really versatile cocktail. Gimlet is really, really versatile cocktail. Uh, so mostly if you go to any bar, they will serve gimlet in a coupe glass or a kind of martini glass or Nicanora. But the beauty about gimlet is you can serve it any style. You can serve it straight up. You
Hmm.
can serve it on the rocks with a block of ice because, in India, it's summer gets really hot and you
Yeah.
want your drink to be chilled for a longer time, right? So I'm gonna add a block of ice in this also, a couple of ice actually. All right, and strain in it. Whereas if you really want some refreshing drink with so much effervescence, you can add soda water to it. Okay, simple,
Okay.
straight, and you have one cocktail with three different variations, right? And as a garnishing, I have this leaf, same trees, lime leaf, okay, Janra leaf, which I'm putting as a garnishing, and that's my second cocktail, the perfect gimlet. All right.
Do you have one more cocktail for us?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to make another cocktail which basically inspired by pickle, and pickle is part of our. It's in our DNA, right? It's not one of the food. It's our heritage. You
Yeah.
go to Kashmir to Kanyakumari or Arunachal Pradesh to Kutch of Gujarat, you'll find at least two or three varieties of pickle in every single household,
Yeah.
right? That's much how we love pickles. So what we're gonna make, we're gonna put pickle as an ingredient to our cocktail. Okay, make it with Stranger and Sons. And the beauty about this cocktail as well is it's a versatile, right? So we're making Gibson. So Gibson is basically sister or cousin of Martini. So when you think about Martini, what comes in your mind is gin or vodka, vermouth, and olive or citrus peel, right?
Hmm.
Sophisticated James Bond, whatever. He said shaken, not stir, not shaken. But basically, we stir our martinis, right? Whereas Gibson, the difference between Gibson and Martini is it has cocktail pickle onion. But we are in India and we have thousand different varieties of pickle. Well,
Hmm.
we have this garden and we grow really good qualities of peaches. Now, these peaches are not really big as you find in cities. It's a very tiny, and we make pickle out of it with vinegar, apple cider vinegar that we make in house only, and then white vinegar. We add bit of honey and two three whole spices such as cinnamon, bit of cassia, coriander seed, and clove for the flavoring, and then that flavor can sustain for throughout a year, and we enjoy that with our meal. And I'm gonna make this cocktail with that only, and I will make it in two different variations. All right, straight up and highball version. Well, here we have that pickle brine. I'm gonna use pickle brine, so we'll make two cocktails. I'm going to use 12.5 in one, so which means 25. All right. Well, you don't need to confuse yourself 12.5 or 22.5. You can directly go for 20 ml, 50 ml, and then you can just adjust it with gin and with other ingredient as well.
Right.
Simple and straight. Now, Stranger and Sons, I will add 100 ml, 50 ml each. Well, with Stranger and Sons as well, we talk about Indian heritage of pickling. Okay,
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
this brand is a proud Indian brand. You know, it's talk about contemporary India, where we talk about agriculture values, we talk about the customs, ritual that is part of us, right?
Yeah.
Uh, in fact, name itself is really strange, and it has but strangeness in it. And lots of people ask us why we call it Stranger and Sons. Well, stories goes to, as I said, it's talk about contemporary India, and there are a lot of things in India that are quite strange because it's a big country. There are a lot of diversity, which there are a lot of things happen which can waffle rest of the world. All right. So, very simple example that I want to give you is Juta Churai, stealing groom shoes in a wedding, just to keep
Hmm.
them hostesses for a sum of money. Right. Well, for us, we celebrate them in a wonderfully strange way, but for others, it can just waffle their mind. They're, oh, this is really strange. So we call ourselves a stranger, and son just because it is a family business of three Avijin lover, Rahul, Sakshi, and Vidhu. So Rahul and Sakshi are married to each other, and Vidhu is their cousin. Okay, so that's why we call it and sons, just because it's a family business. And in India, most of the family businesses go for this name and sons, right?
Hmm.
Because of legacy and knowledge they want to continue. All right. So here we have one cocktail in two different variation. All right, and that is the beauty I was talking about. All right. So that's a straight up, ready to drink, and I'm gonna add pickle peach. Whereas in a highball version, if it is really hot and summer, and you really want to enjoy highball version of gimlet, so basically I'm talking about the versatility of one cocktail. If you want something bold, a complex cocktail, just go for a bold Gibson. All right. So I'll go for this first. Cheers to our third drink.
Cheers.
So much flavorful. And as a garnishing, you can just eat it. Just buy that garnishing. And similarly, highball version also. Yeah. Well, that's the beauty about it. One is really complex and bold. Another one is really, really refreshing with this bold flavor. All right.
Right.
That's the complexity and that's the versatility we're talking about in one cocktail. Well, I have one more cocktail and it's really, really interesting and simple to make at home. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So the thing is, as I said, I'm in Uttarakhand and I want to leverage as many flavors as possible which are around me right now. Okay, and wherever, whichever part of India you all are who's watching this video, you can utilize the flavors. All right. So basically, we get this flower called rhododendron. All right, this is state flower of Uttarakhand. Now, this has a petal. What we do is we just put it like this and just suck it. It has honey inside it, okay? And when you eat this petal, it has acidity. That's the beauty about it. And the local bees, they get honey from it. And in this season, so rhododendron was in March and April and mid of May. Okay, now it's over. And honey just get what do you call bees get honey from this, and whatever the honey that you get at this season is so much flavorful or so much flavor with this one particular flower,
Right.
rhododendron. Now I'm gonna make this cocktail with the local honey that we just sources, which is definitely flavored with the rhododendron, and I'm gonna add a bit of lime and orange blossom. Basically, we get orange in the month of October and November and December,
Mm-hmm.
but this is the time when we get blossom, and that is the beauty, right? So what I've done is I've added water into it and soak it for about a couple of days, and that leaves really, really aromatic flavors to the water.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna add uh, a dash of it. Okay, if you really want to see how it looks like, well, that's the flower of orange, and you just soak into the water. And the good part of this place is we grow somewhere around 7 to 8 different varieties of citruses in different seasons. And now, of course, the best part is Stranger and Sons. Well, this is inspired by the classic cocktail called Bee's Knees,
Mm-hmm.
which is with honey water, gin, and lime juice. We almost use very similar recipes. We use honey, which is locally sourced, and it was flavored with rhododendron. And we made honey water, which is with equal part of honey and hot water, just to dilute it so that it can mix really well in our cocktail. Second, we use local lime juice and add orange blossom water for the flavor and aroma. And Stranger and Sons, of course, just for the boldness. Now, we'll add ice and shake it well. And we'll double strain it. Look at this beautiful golden color that is coming from the honey. All right.
Right.
Now, we're garnishing it with rhododendron petal only. Just pull it and keep it like this. And look at two different dimensions of the color. You have a golden color and a red ruby pink color on the top as a garnishing. Well, that's these in our own Uttarakhand version. Well, basically, when I talk about Uttarakhand, because I am here presently, but
Mm-hmm.
wherever you are, I'm sure you have access to lots of flavors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So use them and make great cocktails.